Hello guys, it's Teenage DC Fan back in another video, and the worst of the worst from history continue to wreak havoc on the timeline after being released from hell by Astra, and this time around it's legendary mobster Bugsy Siegel, who is back from the dead and taking over Los Angeles. So spoilers ahead for Miss Me, Kiss Me, Love Me, which is the latest episode of Legends of Tomorrow. So it's always fun when the Legends of Tomorrow head to, a new time period, and I really like when they really take advantage of the fact that this is a time travel show. Because some episodes, they really don't, it's almost like they forget about it, that their whole show is about time travel, and they just don't do it. So I really enjoy when they focus on the actual time traveling part of it. So their trip to 1947 Los Angeles definitely did not disappoint. So we got their period garb, of course, the dames and dolls, and a romp through history for the A story to get the encore of Bugsy back to where he belongs. And the mission serves as a chance for the newly unemployed Ava to settle into her new role as a legend, though she's not too keen after being paired up with Rory to basically serve as a lookout and backup and then just not do anything and just sit on the ship. So having Ava adjust to her new normal life is a compelling story, and her healing process got her on stage to drunkenly butcher poison. I mean, all the better. And I was a little confused at first because I was like, that song definitely wasn't out in the 40s, but whatever. But that's the thing I like about that scene, because, of course she would know the song because she's alive in 2020, but, how they had the band playing and everything, how did she have time to explain to them, how to play this song if it hasn't even been invented yet by then, or written, or whatever? But then, and she's such a great singer, and then the part I like about it is that it's revealed that didn't happen. That's just what she was imagining happening. And it turns out she really sucks at singing, and she was the only one up there, and everybody left because of her bad singing. But Sarah even got a chance to use her charms to seduce Bugsy, and he's in possession of a magical gun the Legends also need to take off the board. While Ray went undercover as a police officer, though that plan definitely didn't pan out when they realize he's the only honest cop on the force. As for Constantine, though, he takes on the disguise of a private investigator working the case for Bugsy's girlfriend, who it turns out is trying to take control of Bugsy's blackmail stash to use that power for herself. And her quest sadly ends with a car bomb, though not before she has a connection with Constantine. Of course they have a makeout session and all that good stuff. So once they've captured Bugsy, Constantine uses him as a ticket to hell to have a conversation with Astra. And the way he does this, he hits him in the head so that he can get his blood, that's bad enough. And then he wipes the blood underneath his eyes, kind of like you would see a football player do, when they're playing a game or whatever, except, not with blood, the eye black or whatever. And then he takes the rest and he puts it in his mouth on his tongue. Now that's the disgusting part. But yeah, that's disgusting. But Astra has climbed the Hell's leadership ladder or whatever. But just when it seems like Constantine might pull the trigger on that magic gun and stop Astra for good, he has a change of heart and vows to save her soul, which will definitely happen by the end of the season. And some way and somehow that's what happens. But considering Astra's death and condemnation to hell has been a driving force for Constantine's redemption, going all the way back to his short-lived solo series, at NBC. This is an excellent move that not only shows Constantine's growth after spending so much time with the Legends, but it gives him a tangible goal to save himself. Now, as for whether it'll work, like I said, it's very predictable, because this is like the main story arc of the season. Redeem Astra, alright? So it's going to happen by the end of the season. The odds aren't looking great, because Astra is very good at being bad, but, things are going to turn out good. But before you think Constantine has gotten too far from his rough and tumble roots, he does use the final bullet in that magic gun to put one into Bugsy, so he's still Constantine. But we also get some momentum on the Zari front, and this was actually probably my favorite parts of the episode, because at the end of the last episode, Nate discovered that message from Zari, and of course he doesn't know who she is, so he's trying to figure it out, but then he ends up accompanying Behrad back to his family home and comes face to face with his sister, Zari, though it's not the Zari that we remember, because this rewritten version of her is a social media influencer and apparent pop culture icon, and she has no recollection of Nate, though she tries to use his interest in her to glean some intel on Behrad's secret life with the Legends. And, she was very flirty with him, and I enjoyed that. So that was nice to see, this different side of Zari and, this different version. And, like I said, she was trying to manipulate Nate into finding out what Behrad's been doing. And her plan pretty much works until Behrad opens a portal back to the Wave Rider and brings Zari along as a last-ditch effort to stop her from alerting their parents that he's not really in business school. So now Zari is back on the Wave Rider. It's just that she and the Legends don't remember her actually being part of the team. So, progress at least, maybe? But next week, the team is out to stop the prom night slasher in an episode that looks like a good old horror movie romp. But yeah, that actually looks like a pretty good episode, so I'm excited for that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hope to see you in the next video, so I can bestow all my DC knowledge upon you.